So how to beat out. All right. So for whoever's listening, for whatever girl is listening, I want you to start thinking about the ways in which you yourself can beat out other women in dating. Start asking yourself that question and then start journaling about it. Literally just write it down on paper. Be like, how can I be better than every other woman on this dating app? And like in terms of being the most attractive. So no matter who you meet, like any man that you come across, any man that you choose to go on a date with, he'll fall crazy in love with you the first date, and then you'll have all of these dudes in love with you, and then you will get to choose which one you get to marry. You're the one who's choosing. Men don't have as many options as you do. You've got unlimited options. So when it comes to dates, when it comes to texting, when it comes to phone calls, when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to friendship, when it comes to marriage, you as the woman, you're the one that's deciding. You are the one who is deciding, is this guy going to be my boyfriend or not? And if he doesn't comply, you just unfortunately have to say goodbye to him, and you move on to the next one who's actually compatible for you. But if you start asking yourself the question, like, how can I be the most exceptionally, like, socially exceptional, attractive woman I could possibly be, better than any other woman in my entire country, you're going to start entering the territory of literal, like, spiritual realms. So you're going, not only are you going to be the most confident, the most well-spoken, the best eye contacts, blah, 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 you are going to be the most high vibrational woman. You really, really want to be like blissed out with a really, really happy, high vibrational, like buzzing energy. Your consciousness needs to be through the fucking roof. You need a really, really high level of consciousness. Men are inspired and they want to chase women who they perceive to be better than them in some way. A woman who's more emotionally masterful, a woman who's more happy, a woman who's more vibrationally blissed out and pure than them. So when I had my spiritual awakening, my energy was, I can't even describe it. It was like physically buzzing. And I was so sensitive emotionally, but that worked out in my favor because when I would do NLP techniques, I would end up crying tears of joy because I was blissing myself out because I was so sensitive. So I want you to you've got to kind of figure out and contemplate ways that you can really raise your vibration, because just trust me, it actually works. It 1,000% works. You will be the most confident, anxiety-free, healthy, exceptional version of yourself the higher your vibration. So you want to be the highest vibrational woman in all of your country, say, for example. So how do you go about that? That requires work. It requires effort. It requires research. It requires action. It requires practice of skills. It requires a very specific diet. Are you subscribing or taking a very, very specific diet? Got to be the healthiest, cleanest diet you could possibly have. No more chocolate, no more coffee, just literally just like a water diet, water paleo, no more meat even. But then you have to be taking the supplements to keep your iron levels high, because you need iron to be happy and healthy. And then you're going to start exploring the practices of these vibrational practices. Breath work is the most powerful one. I really, really recommend you find a studio near you that offers a membership to breathwork, and you go to a breathwork class every night. That will send you through the fucking roof. I'm not even kidding you. It boosts your consciousness to like phenomenal levels, and then the next hour or so you might be like crying and shit, because that's your system like purging of the energies that just don't resonate at that vibration anymore. The key with like raising your vibration is like, don't let yourself backlash. So there's this thing where I go to breathwork class and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm so through the roof. Like I'm so high. I'm so happy. And then I'm like, oh, I need like a piece of chocolate cake to celebrate. So I go eat a piece of chocolate cake, and then once I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And then like once I finish the chocolate cake, I feel miserable and back to how I felt before the breathwork session. And I'm like, oh, that was ego backlash. That was me that was my homeostatic system trying to bring me back into alignment with what it knows, because it doesn't want to shift and change too much. But if you're positively shifting upwards, you want to somehow sustain that upwards growth. So there's an integration period where these huge cravings that are bad for you and they're going to ruin your energy and going to sabotage your progress, they might come up, and those are the things you've really got to just not do. Just do yourself a favor and just not do those things, please, I beg of you. So yeah, you want to be the highest vibrational woman you can possibly. When you start entering the realm of energy and you start getting real sensitive and you can feel others' emotions, you can feel it when someone's looking at you, and it's pure like feeling. It's really phenomenal. It's really interesting stuff. That's when I recommend you start exploring NLP, David Snyder spin techniques. If you can start spinning and like enhancing the positive parts of your psyche, you can bliss yourself the fuck out. And if you bliss yourself the fuck out, you will be in a higher state of consciousness, a higher state of vibration than anyone you come across. And you're going to know what the default is. And then it's like you're navigating through the world, and this person, their energy is probably not going to be as high as yours, but you know what the state is that you have to maintain. And it gets quite natural and effortless for you to be able to maintain that really high state of vibration. They say something and you can feel that it's lower vibrational, but that's okay, because you're gonna anchor in and hold that higher state that you've worked for. And then once you hold that higher state of vibration yourself, I think it's called state control, or like holding frame in like the guy world, you're actually going to bring that other person effortlessly into your own state. They are going to realize that you make them happier. You bring them into a higher state of vibration, a higher state of consciousness. They're going to go home and be like, fuck, that person is my source of fucking happiness. So that's how you make guys fall in love with you. Makes sense, but it requires daily effort. And a lot of it has to do with just not doing the shit that lowers your vibration. Not doing anything negative, like fixing your belief systems, your attitudes. What's something that you notice really triggers you? Go in there and just try to affirm the opposite. And also, diet is like a big one too. Even fasting, like if you combine fasting and breath work with NLP, you're gonna like just send yourself like through the roof. And yoga classes are also just a great way to like boost your endorphins or whatever. Socializing with good, happy, positive people, you can actually almost hitch a ride on a happy person. So if you notice that the little Chinese guy 3 doors down from you in your apartment, you feel exceptionally blissful when you're speaking to that person. They bring you into a happy, positive state. Maybe you want to spend time socializing with that person. Be like, hey, I'm a bit lonely or something. Can I have a cup of tea with you like every Friday night or whatever? Yeah, keep doing stuff like that. Get your energy really, really high. Not like those like fake people on YouTube that are like, what's up guys? I'm high energy, and you like, those guys are fucking fake. That is the performance of high energy. Real energy is, you can feel it moving through your body. It's like Kundalini energy, it's prana, it's what is it, like life force energy. You can literally just feel it moving through your body. There was this one time I was like laying for a Reiki session. The guy was using his hand to like move energy up me. It must have hit a block or something, and I like let out this big cry of something that I didn't want to do anymore, that I was doing unconsciously throughout my life, that I was like, oh fuck, That's so true. I do that. So this guy was like moving the energy just with his hands, with his mind, it's really interesting stuff. People think it's bullshit until you experience it for yourself and you enter that subtle realm. So, yep. So, like, I want you to start asking yourself the question and contemplating it for yourself, and then writing it out and journaling it and generating your own answers. What has worked for you in the past? And it's not hair and fucking makeup. Trust me, it is not hair and makeup. That's like the worst thing you can do. It's an interesting thing to make yourself look pretty, but fuck, it's only 1% of what actually inspires a man to fall in love with you. The rest of it is your energy, your personality, the fact that you do less. Less is more when it comes to talking and doing things for him and socializing, and like you inspire him with your freedom and your happiness and your independence, and you don't need him, but you like the connection that you guys share. That's it. If you have any like thoughts yourself, then let me know. Also, you might want to practice, like I teach social skills, so you actually want an opportunity to consciously practice entering flow states as you're socializing with another human being. It's no use doing it with AI because it's just not as effective. It's not as much of a challenge. So if you want to practice with me, at the moment I'm doing free practice sessions on meetup.com. If you want to practice with me, I highly recommend joining one of my mutual practice sessions. They're very fun, very easy, very stress free.